Welcome. This is Fashion Art and Media, and today you have no idea who I have here. One amazing, amazing designer. Please welcome. Tell us your name, and then we'll take it from there, please.
Hi, so I'm Becky. I'm the founder of Gemweyth Sea Glass Jewellery. We're based in Cornwall in the south of England, and everything we make is sustainable, handmade and eco-friendly.
Right, wow. Where you are is actually quite scenic, very different from Aberdeen, Scotland, but also extremely beautiful. How's the weather like today? It's snowing here.
So it's raining as always, windy, storm, stormy down here in winter.
Right. So it's actually snowing a lot today.
Yeah, well, here it's just raining, but yeah.
Okay, no problem. So tell us, do you know, I can't pronounce the name of your brand. Can you please repeat it?
Yeah, so it's Gemweyth. It's a Cornish word for jewellery.
Right. Okay. Wow. Amazing. So today I've learned a new name, and obviously the viewers are also learning a new name, a new word. So that's really nice. Okay. Okay. Tell us, when did you start designing?
So it was in 2016. Growing up down on the beaches, we were always collecting things to make stuff with, and then kind of decided to make jewellery out of all the glass that we found.
Okay. Oh, wow. So where do you find the glass?
On the beach.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is very interesting. Obviously, the glass must come from people leaving their bottles at the beach?
Yeah,
is that right?
So a lot of it is sea glass is a term used for bits of broken glass that have been washed up. They've probably been in the ocean for probably hundreds of years, some of them.
Oh,
and then
wow.
washed up onto the beach and it becomes really soft, well, really smooth and all the different colours.
Right.
So it's ready to go into jewellery.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not raw glass like a broken bottle that's just been smashed.
Right. Right. Wow. That's amazing. I actually didn't know where you get the glass from. I was assuming you go to the shop and buy glass and bring it and, you know. So this is even more exciting. Wow.
Yeah.
So how many or how much, we can't say how many because obviously there are going to be so many. How much do you collect for, say, a necklace?
Depends on the necklace. So I tend to just collect what I find when I'm walking the dog.
Right.
And then, yeah, usually one piece per necklace, or sometimes I have to cut the glass and shape it and make it fit into the silver.
Right.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So I've got options.
Interesting. I don't know why I'm just rushing to ask so many questions before we really know from the beginning. I'm going to go back to the beginning. So before 2016, you were not designing at all?
Not really, not like the extent that I am now. I used to myself and friends, and then I just decided to make it and sell it, and then it took off really, and it's got a lot bigger since then.
Right. Can we, is it safe to call the glass crystals?
It's not crystals. I do work with crystals. So yeah, it's literally like broken beer bottles and things that have just been tumbled by the sea and they're found on the beach.
Wow.
My designs do like rose quartz and amethyst. I do use gemstones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I have to buy those in. However, I make sure I know where they've come from and that they're sustainably sourced.
Right, of course. Because some naughty people try to make crystals are supposed to be natural. They are supposed to be from nature, but some funny people always want to make money and they go on and make so many. So it's good that you are checking to see where you are buying them from. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I am spiritual. Today I'm not wearing any of my crystals, but always I do wear. So
yeah. My house is full of them.
Yeah, me too. let's not go there, because if we start, we'll never stop. Right. Okay. Now, so you said that you cut the glass. What do you use to cut the glass?
Sometimes just a hammer.
Okay, you just
sometimes
smash them in.
Or snips or something. It just depends on what I'm making. Sometimes the pieces are that small, I don't have to cut them. So
right.
It just depends. Really.
But you have to sharpen them in a way that they don't. Oh my gosh. You wear gloves when you're working?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And ear protectors and everything. Yes,
of course. Otherwise, it can be really, really, from how I understand, it can be very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot my glasses once and they got a tiny bit here. So the workshop's full of safety precautions.
Yes, of course. That's most important. And because of, the extent of you getting the materials, how are your pieces? Are they very expensive or, affordable?
So the main thing with my jewellery, I want it to be easy to buy for anybody. So
yes,
we've got a few items for children, so they cost between like £3 and £5.
Oh.
Then we've also got the more sort of designer jewellery, which can be up to about £80. So it's such a big, and that will be your silver, gemstones.
Yes, of course.
But a lot of it, it's sort of that beach jewellery that you can find in gift shops. So it's affordable and there's something for everybody.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. So do you have a website online? Actually, do you have any you can show us today?
I'm not actually in my workshop at the moment, unfortunately.
Right.
Sorry. But we do have a website. So it's Gemweyth Sea Glass gemweythseaglass.com.
Right.
And then so you'll see all our designs there, the processes and everything to do with our business, really.
Right. Because that's a Cornish name or word, we don't really know it. So we're going to have to put it in big lettering so that people can actually get to see and know, because it's it's different.
Yeah, it's a tricky word to say.
Right. So, of course. So Cornwall must be very, a very trendy sort of a place. What do you normally do when you're not working, when you're not making your pieces? What do you do?
So if I don't have any orders, I do have another job, so I'm at that work, and I also, in my pastime, I surf quite a lot. So
yes. I wanted to hear. Tell us about your surfing, please.
But so I don't know, really. I live on a peninsula, so quite fortunate. There's usually waves either side of the peninsula. So we're about 5-minute drive from a beach. Where I originally started the business, I could walk to the beach. So everything in my designs were something I picked up that morning. Right. It's quite a big thing down here, like lifestyle with everything sort of sea orientated, sailing.
Yes, of course.
Surfing. So all these designs are kind of inspired by that.
Yes, of course, I can understand. So
shells and everything.
Oh, that's a shell. Wow, amazing. Did you make that one? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. So a piece like that, how much could you sell it for?
These are about £5-6. They're not too expensive.
They are so affordable.
Yeah, and they're suitable for anyone really, men, women, children.
Right. Okay. So you make necklaces, you make bracelets. What else do you make? You make belts.
Pardon?
You make belts, earrings.
Yeah, so the accessories we have are hair pieces, earrings, rings, bangles, also anklets. So when we do the show, you'll see the models, they'll be wearing some summer collections.
Right.
It's mainly jewellery based, but I mean, I'm open to anything. So if somebody has a specific requirement or they want me to make something for them,
right.
maybe a belt, I'd look into it and then see if I could. I've made watch straps before.
Wow.
Glass in the watch, so not something I usually do, but I had a look to see how I would do that.
Awesome, amazing. Wow. So there's obviously different colors of glass.
Yeah.
Or do you normally get the same type all the time?
So it's quite tricky to find certain colors. So the main colors you find are green, white, amber sort of colors.
Yes.
That would be, green beer bottles, brown beer bottles.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether white, that could be an old window or something. But then you can find blue, red, purple, and they're a lot rarer. So that is reflected in the price of the items it's used in, because it's quite to find those colors.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So, this is really interesting. You're going to be showcasing at Aberdeen Fashion Week in May 2022. Can you tell us what you are bringing to showcase?
Yeah, so I'm currently working on a few designs specifically for the Fashion Week. There'll be a lot of earrings, because I find my earrings kind of reflect the lifestyle more. I like making the intricate designs. We'll be having big statement necklaces and the anklets as well, so something a bit different. Right. So yeah, you'll see all of the collections, parts of them in that.
Awesome, amazing. Wow. So obviously you are making a very different collection from what you have at the moment. So even if we say that maybe give us a few photos, you won't be able to. And yes, please don't give us anything, because we'd like to see it on the runway.
Yeah.
That's probably the best. So pardon me, that was not a question.
Okay.
Right. So so far, do you do so many shows, or are you starting now to go into shows?
Yeah, so this is something we're just new to, really. Before we were just making jewellery to order and for local shops, but we're trying to make it a bit different, going into different things like the fashion industry.
Yes, of course.
I mean, sustainability is such a big thing now in the world, and I feel like we do fit into that category quite nicely.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's just something different, see how it works for us, and we just want to show more people our stuff because it is different. And
definitely.
It's got every story, so people always have a memory of the beach as well, or Cornwall. So
yes, of course.
Like our jewelry can be quite nostalgic for some people.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So there's a designer who is a friend of the Fashion Week, who showcases at the Fashion Week all the time, and she highly recommends you, Angela Torres. How did you two get to meet?
So yeah, because of Angela, that's why I'm doing this. So it was to do with the National Social Media Awards in London. I was next to her stand. She had some representatives there doing her showcasing her t-shirt. And I just sent her an email and said, "Oh, it was lovely to have met you. Would you be interested in working together?" She said, "Oh, I wasn't actually there, but yeah, I've had a look at your things and I love what you make." Yeah, some of the jewelry that we'll be showcasing at the show, are actually designed for her t-shirts as well. So
that's beautiful.
A mixture there. So
wow.
Specifically for her designs, which are beautiful.
That's amazing. I can't wait to see, because that on its own, because her t-shirts are amazing. You know, they have a lot of tradition, a lot of culture from around the world. So if you are making something to go with that, it's obviously going to be really, really great. And I can't wait to see that. But can you tell us a bit about how you are going to incorporate, or how you and Angela will work together to have something that sort of goes together?
Yeah, so we've been talking about the shows. She sent me some designs that she's going to be showcasing. So I actually have them all printed off in my workshop, and I've kind of taken apart each design and then seeing what I could make with the silver and the colours to match there. So I've gone for some quite abstract shapes and, you know, some wildlife themed things. I don't want to say too much because I don't think she's really...
No, you shouldn't.
So I don't want to say what they are, but they're amazing.
Yes. Okay. You shouldn't. Again, I shouldn't have asked, but it's really nice to know that, you know, you, to be honest, what I wanted to know is there anything like very traditional like what she does? Because she has like masks from Africa, from Asia, from South America. So I wanted you to tell me if there was anything traditional, but yes, I hear you. And in any case, those bottles, they probably come from very far, you know? You don't know where they have come from.
Yeah.
So it's more or less the same. So anyway, moving forward. So this is going to be your first actual show. And you are looking forward to many other shows, I believe.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, in the future I'd like to do some more and, like I say, just showcase it a bit different and see how it goes.
Sounds good. So here comes the next question. Where do you see yourself and your creativity or your designing in the next 5 years?
I'm not really sure. I do think about this question a lot. I just kind of like to just see what happens, really, and quite relax a bit. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'd like maybe a designer to want to work with me full time. That would be quite nice.
Right.
Yeah, at the moment the plan is moving away from single items into like a more wholesale one. Providing more shops, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'd just like to see what might come of it. Because I think 6 months ago I didn't even think about fashion shows, and now like I'm into your fashion show and working with other designers. So down that industry, that route would be nice.
To just add on what you said, when you go to the shows, you meet so many designers. Yeah. Everyone will want to work with you, obviously, if their collection goes well with yours.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about the fashion weeks. With fashion shows, really, I don't think that you could, you know, fashion week is different because at the end of the day, everyone wants to sell their products. Yeah. So if you can work with so many to make it, you know, it's always nice to work with others in order to better the products. I'm a fashion designer myself, so when I say that, obviously I know where you're coming from and how you can, you know, get your collection better or you know, sell a bit more. You understand what I mean? So anyway, do you think that maybe you want, because with the fashion week we have buyers who come from, well, when it's online, there's buyers, there's people watching. The last show had 30,000 views. So if somebody said maybe from another country, we want for you to stock, you know, to stock some of, you know, the pieces you have, are you ready to do that with other people? I mean, from other countries? Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, we do sell quite a lot to other countries.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I've had orders from like Taiwan, Thailand, America. Yeah. So it's not just like the UK. We're just open to it, really. Yeah. So
that's really great.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, really, when you get an order come through. I think I've had one in China. So
wow.
Making its way out into the world.
Wow, it's such a good feeling when you just, you know, I don't know how you discover that somebody has bought something from you. And when you check it from another country, I mean, there is a lot of satisfaction in that, isn't it? You just feel great. I've been there. I've been there. I mean, when anyone buys a product, it's always nice. But when it's from, say, Taiwan,
yeah,
you are doing great when you have someone from Taiwan buying your products. You know?
Yeah, it's very nice. And then there's other people there that have seen that and probably commented on it, and you think, oh yeah, I made that.
Oh, amazing. That's really great. So today, obviously, there's so many people who are going to watch. Do you have any advice you could give someone who wants to do exactly what you're doing? Maybe somebody from India who has a lot of glass lying around. What could you tell them? Any advice to them, for them?
Yeah, just basically, if you want to do it, just do it. Sort of have a brainstorm of what works. Things go wrong. I mean, I do break a lot of pieces still, and I'm doing it for a few years, and it's quite annoying. But then if you just pursue it, it all comes together in the end, which is quite nice.
Yes, of course. You just have to persist and persevere with what you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Not to be discouraged.
Yeah, like get an element of your style within the jewellery or whatever you're making, and yeah, it becomes easier. I think a lot of my sort of reflect like my lifestyle, which is quite nice, and for me,
right. Okay, there's a question from the beginning. Please forgive me for taking you back there. But you said that you cut the glass sometimes with a hammer, sometimes, you know, you have some things to cut the glass. But how do you sharpen it and shape it into that particular style you want?
So by hand, just different materials, sort of sandpapers and rubbing blocks and things like that. It's can be quite tedious at times, but it's worth it in the end.
I don't think that with what you are saying, I don't think that you selling your products for £5 is a good thing, because from all the work you are putting in, you should start from £30.
Yeah, those items are. So the ones where I cut and shape the glass, they do start from about 30 up, and they're always within copper or silver.
Right.
So are luxury items. So things like this, the easier things that we do make, and just sort of the lower price range for everyone to wear our stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. So which social media places can we find you?
So the best bet would be on Instagram. You also get a little insight to the sort of lifestyle brand that we're trying to become and where all our inspiration comes from. I guess it's best to understand the items more. So mainly there really. And
right. Okay. Instagram, website. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, we are on Facebook. That's also cross-referenced really with Instagram. Most things we post on Instagram will go straight to our Facebook page.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Want to know where we're going to be market-wise or what's new? Facebook's quite a good update.
Yes, of course. So it means that we can actually buy products straight from Instagram.
It'll send you to my shop link. So the best place to buy would be Etsy, the online marketplace, or directly through our website. Facebook don't tend to sell through Facebook too much. But if you go to Instagram, all the selling pages are listed, so it's a lot easier to find. Right.
And Etsy is actually quite good.
Yeah, I think so. It works for me.
Mm-hmm. It's really good because almost everybody goes to Etsy.
Yeah, and everything's different as well. It could be hundreds of jewelry pieces, but every single piece is different.
Yes, this is true, isn't it? Because everyone has their own style, their own mind to put into it. So nothing can. This is another question I was actually going to ask you. Do you make your pieces, are they all different, or do you make sometimes pieces which are the same?
Yeah, so with our collection, we've got some set designs that every single piece is handmade. So it's not going to be identical to something, but the design can be, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, so we can make, say we need 5 rings that are all green, but that will be 5 different pieces of glass that I have to cut and shape and set.
Right.
All the silver I have to prepare. So everything is different. However, we do have similar designs. So if people wanted to buy multiple things of the same product, they
right.
can.
Okay, understood. Yes, of course, because when it's a handmade, you will never, ever, ever get something being the same, isn't it? Because
no, and it's quite nice to think each piece of glass has its own story. So
yes,
it could have been chucked overboard from a ship. It could have just washed up somewhere. It could be hundreds of years old. You just don't know. But it's quite nice to just think about where it came from.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I can just imagine, as we've been talking, I'm just imagining, wow, could be more than 100 years.
Yeah. I do get a lot of orders from people who have collected glass on their holidays.
Right.
Get to me, and I'll make something for a family member, and it's like a special piece of story from a holiday, like a memory.
Wow, that's really nice. That's really nice too.
I like doing that. That's really nice.
Amazing, amazing. Sounds good. So if you have anything else to add, please, this is your time. Tell us anything we haven't talked about today.
No, I think that's it. The main thing is, it's just every piece is unique, handmade, and made by me.
Made by you. So viewers, you know who has made those pieces that you will be looking at during the fashion week, but do tell us, will you also be selling them? For instance, if models are wearing something and they say, oh, this is really nice, are you willing to sell these pieces that you are sending to the fashion week? Or is it just you want everything back and then you can make orders from there?
Yeah, if somebody wants to buy something there and then they can. I virtually won't be present because I'm the other end of...
You're a representative, Will.
Yeah, so yes. I mean, in the future though, I'd love to come to the show. But yes, you have a chance to buy the items that are sent up there. And then later on, if not, you can take a picture of it and then find it later. Because a lot of things like rings and bangles need to be made to your size, so it might not fit.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyway, at least we know, because I've seen 2 or 3 years ago, somebody came with some really fancy t-shirts, and they were quite 2 bags, actually, 2 suitcases. And she came from England or Wales, I can't remember. And she went back with empty bags. So that's why I'm saying, that anything is possible during the fashion week, because really it's a trade show and people like to, buy something. So yeah.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
Anyway, it's been really nice talking to you. And I can't wait to see whatever you will be, showcasing. Bless you. Whatever you'll be showcasing. It's almost a spring.
Yeah.
And especially from where you are, I'm sure it's quite warm by now.
Getting there.
Right. Anyway, thank you. Really appreciated for you taking your time to speak with me today.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. We'll be seeing you again sometime soon, but thank you. Bye for now.
Bye, thank you.